Hey, yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Derek Branch here of Strike7Sports.com of the New Orleans Saints. Today, I just want to talk about this article, these articles that have been released recently about the ranking the NFL's best rosters from out of all 32 teams. And this is a paid article right here from ESPN Plus. If you don't have the ESPN Plus subscription, you won't have access to this type of content. I do because I'm subscribed to ESPN Plus, and I just want to break down the where the Saints will rank in this article. I did a story around this, reacting to this article, posting my opinion. You can see it. You can check it out in the description box below. I'm just going to elaborate on what I said in that article. Just piggyback off of what I said. And within this article, they have the Saints ranked at number 17. I'll keep scrolling, man. Oh, 17. So right here, bingo. 17. 17. Saints are 17. 17 according to Pro Football Focus and ESPN. The guys the analysts at ESPN, they have the Saints ranked at 17. So what I did was I kind of took this piece right here in quotes, posted on my site, and just elaborate on it. And I think, to be honest, I think this is a fair assessment of where the Saints are at right now, with given the holes that are on the team right now, the second cornerback option, some potential question marks on the linebacker position, certainly at the quarterback position. Even though I think it was going to be Jameis Winston winning the job, there's still going to be speculation and doubts about him, of him being capable of being the man that takes over for Drew Brees. I think this is a fair ranking, 17, even though I disagree where they have the Saints below the Pittsburgh Steelers. Right here, you got the Steelers are ranked at 16. Now, I think the Saints should be ahead of the Steelers. We have a better running attack than the Steelers, even though Najee Harris is a rookie, but he's unproven at the professional level. We won't see we don't know what he's going to be like as a professional. So I got to rank it. I think the Steelers should be at 17. The Saints should be at 16. At best, I think the Saints are like a top 15 roster, to be honest. But I think the 17 ranking is fair. I think our offensive line is way better than the Steelers, in my opinion. We got, better players at that position. The Steelers pretty much starting over from scratch with a new offensive line, with an aging quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger. So I'm just go ahead and read the write-up that they made for the Saints and why they're ranked at 17. So 17 New Orleans Saints. Biggest strength, Teron Armstead and Ryan Ramczyk formed the league's top returning tackle duo. Both players play an integral role in New Orleans' rushing and passing attack. Over the past 4 seasons, no team in the NFL has had a higher conversion rate on runs off left or right tackle than the Saints, 29.3%. Armstead and Ramczyk ranked first and seventh, respectively, among all tackles and pressure rate allowed over that same time frame. It's difficult for an offensive line to fail with that kind of play at the tackle position. Biggest weakness: a receiving depth behind Michael Thomas will likely mean that he will see 2019 levels of target share. In that 2019 season, Thomas single-handedly recorded over 50% of the team's receptions and receiving yards, coming from the wide receiver and tight end positions, a statistical outlier. And when comparing across the remainder of the NFL, Secondary options headlined by Traquan Smith, Marquez Callaway, and Adam Trautman mean a similar performance may be necessary this season. X Factor for 2021. Jameis Winston passed for 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions the last time he had a starting quarterback job. That's about as X Factor as it gets. It will be interesting to see not only how Coach Sean Payton integrates both Winston and Taysom Hill to this offense, but also how the passing offense evolves with Winston as the projected starter. Winston led all qualifying passes at average depth of target at 10.8 yards downfield in his 5 seasons with the Buccaneers. Over that same stretch, the Saints offense ranked 32nd in ADT, 7.5 yards. That's that air yardage crap. Whatever. So, the write-up that they put on the Saints is halfway accurate about their ranking. They don't even talk of this. The weaknesses to them are the wide receivers. And I think the offense is going to be fine this year. They're just fine. I think a lot of folks sleeping on Traquan Smith, Marquez Callaway, Adam Trautman. I think they're going to have a good year. Traquan Smith is going to go into a contract year. I think Michael Thomas is going to be Michael Thomas. And the reason for that year, the reason why Michael Thomas caught all those passes in 2019 was because of Drew Brees and him being limited at the time, and it carried on to the next season. But that offense was still high powered, even with Michael Thomas breaking all those records that year. It was still a high powered offense, average over 30 a game. And that's with the options. It was with the team being limited at the time, with Traquan Smith, just having Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara at the time was injured, dealing with injuries. So I think the receiver core is going to be better than advertised. They don't mention the weaknesses about the linebacker position. Secondary, they didn't mention that. The second guy opposite of Marshawn Lattimore, they still haven't signed anyone. So this is a somewhat half truth about the Saints right now. Even though I think it's fair, the 17 ranking is fair, but I think they should be at least a top 15 roster. So I'm gonna go up and look at the other teams. So you got Pittsburgh ahead of the Saints, Seattle, that's fair. Seattle, Indianapolis, 14, Tennessee at 13. You got the Washington football team at 12. I think they're a little better than the Saints. Their defense is 100 right now, A1, especially on the D-line. San Francisco is 11. I think that's fair. Now Dallas is the biggest one right here, biggest overreaction right here. Denver at 10. Not talking about Denver, but yeah, I mean their defense it's questionable. It's questionable ranking at 10, but it is what it is. Now Minnesota at 9. Now this is the biggest reach of the rankings right here. Dallas at 8. Dallas is not a better team than the Saints right now. They're not. I think Dallas and the Saints and the Cowboys may have similar weaknesses. Now for Dallas, they put the secondary. Now they went out. The Cowboys went out and got some linebackers from the draft. They try to fix up their secondary, but I think the Saints are better than these two teams, Pittsburgh and Dallas. So the Saints should be at least 15, at least within the top 15 of these rankings. You know. And also I want to look at these. They also what they really base these rankings by is by the grades, by the overall grades of the roster by Pro Football Focus. So I'm just go ahead and read this little snippet right here from the beginning. All that. With 2021 draft and free agency behind us, we're breaking down each team's roster using the PFF database. So they use the PFF, Pro Football Focus's grading system with an eye toward the projected starters. We looked at both the PFF grades from the 2020 season, a number included for every projected starter, and a more comprehensive look at each player's career using PFF grades and statistics. So, Pro Football Focus grades of 90 plus categorized as an elite player. 80 to 89.9 are good, high quality players. 70 to 79.9 fall under the average, and 69.9 or lower are considered below average. For rookies and players not active or barely active in 2020, we use college grades or NFL grades from earlier seasons. All right, so let me tell you these grades, man. I don't know what PFF looks at with these grades, man. What metrics are they using? So I'm gonna show you the grade that they have on the Saints. A lot of Saints players, man. They got Ryan Ramczyk at a 79.4, below the average. How you got Eric McCoy, one of the best centers in the game, at a 69.4? Yeah, Marshall Lattimore was a Pro Bowl player last year, 59.1. Demario Davis, 77.8, All Pro player. Now, Latavius Murray got an 81. An 81. Michael Thomas, I guess from last year, I guess they basing it off of last year as well, so he got that 79.6. David Monya is Onyemata's grade is high, 88.8. Cam Jordan got 84. Davenport 74.8. Like I said, Demario Davis 77.8. This, I don't know, man, what they basing this off of. Marcus Williams got 78.6. So I don't know what they really, the man I look into the metrics of what Pro Football uses, Football Focus PFF uses to grade their players, man. Cause all that stuff is just weird though to me. But that's it, man. You can check out the article below in this video where I went ahead and just share my thoughts on it, elaborate on it in my piece talking about the Saints being the 17 ranked best roster among the NFL's elite. And also in the comment section below, let me know how you feel, man. Do you think the Saints are at least a top 10 roster, or do you still think they have a top 10 roster? And also, description box below, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the New Orleans Saints organization. Please subscribe to the channel and have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.